Hello students, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all of you. Now today we will proceed further. Okay, in our last lecture we completed exercise 2.3. Now today we will proceed to exercise 2.5. Okay, why? Because exercise 2.2, 2.4 and 2.6 all the exercises contain the words problem. Okay, so which we will explain you, which I will explain you from our next lecture. So on today we are proceeding exercise 2.5. Why? Because the method of solving exercise 2.5 and 2.3 both are same. In both of the exercises, you have to only find the value of the variable. So the first question, that is x upon 2 minus 1 upon 5 is equal to x upon 3 plus 1 upon 4. Now how you can solve such kind of a question in order to find the value of the variable? So the first method in the previous exercise, that is 2.3 also, and here it is the same, that is transpose. Now as I explained you, that means what? Transpose. You have to do the transpose. That means what? You have to obtain the variable term on one side of the equal to and the known term on the another side. Okay, so here we will do the same. That means what? Obtaining the variable term on the one side, it will be on LHS or it will be on RHS. Okay, the first step, that is transpose x upon 3. Why? Because here x upon 3 is on the RHS. So x upon 3 from RHS to LHS. Okay, so the equation will become therefore x upon 2. Now here x upon 3 and this plus value, if you take the side, so it will become minus x upon 3. Okay, and what is on the RHS side? That is minus 1 upon 5 is equal to what remains on the RHS, that is 1 upon 4. Okay, so as I told you that we have to obtain the known term on one side. That means what? It will be on LHS or it will be on RHS. So here I am obtaining on the RHS side. So the next step, transpose minus 1 upon 5 from LHS to RHS. From LHS to RHS, we have to transpose minus 1 upon 5. So therefore, x upon 2 minus x upon 3 is equal to 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 5. Okay, so after doing the transpose of the variable term and the known term, we are obtaining this equation. It is x upon 2 minus x upon 3 is equal to 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 5. Now the next step to solve it. Okay, now while solving this step of the question, you can use the method of LCM by obtaining the LCM of the denominator. जो आपको यहाँ denominator दिया जाता है, उसका हम LCM यूज कर सकते हैं. मीन्स जो लीस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल है, मीन्स दोनों के टेबल में सबसे पहले आता है और कॉमन है. जैसे 2 के टेबल में 6 आता है और 3 के टेबल में भी 6 आता है, जो दोनों ही टेबल में कॉमन है और सबसे पहले ही आता है. Okay, otherwise you can use the method of cross multiplication. So here while using the method of the LCM, it's better to use the cross multiplication. अब देखो cross multiplication किस तरह किया जाता है. So you have to multiply this term with this term, that means this denominator with this numerator. ये denominator को यहाँ cross multiplication नाम से पता चलता है. तो इसको इसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई करना है, इसको इसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई करना है और फिर इन दोनों को एक दूसरे साथ मल्टीप्लाई करना है. ओके, एंड हियर इट इज द सेम थिंग विद दिस टर्म आल्सो. इन दोनों को इस तरह मल्टीप्लाई करना है, इन दोनों को भी मल्टीप्लाई करना है और इन दोनों को भी एक दूसरे से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. ये इजीएस्ट वे है क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन. और क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन अगर सपोज आपको एलसीएम फाइंड करने में या एलसीएम से सॉल्व करने में कोई दिक्कत हो रही है, तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन बेस्ट वे in order to find the solution of whatever may be the term given to you. Okay, so 3 multiplied by x, so it will be therefore 3 multiplied by x, so it will remain how much? 3x. 3 multiplied by x, so it will be 3x with sign in between, that is minus. 2 multiplied by x, so it will become 2x upon multiplication of both of the terms. So 2 multiplied by 3, that is equal to, here I will repeat the same thing. 5 multiplied by 1, so it will become 5 plus 4 multiplied by 1, so it will become 4 upon the multiplication of both of the terms, that is both of the denominator. now 3 minus 2. As I explained you that if you are doing addition or subtracting the variable term, you have to only add or subtract the coefficient of the variable. So 3 minus 2. So it will give you how much? 1. So you can write 1x or x. So x upon 2 3s are 6 is equal to 5 plus 4, that is 9 upon 5 4 5s are 20. Understand or not? Okay. So therefore, now doing the cross multiplication same thing. That means what? Changing side of the variable. देखो यहाँ पर सबसे important यहाँ ध्यान रखना कि यहाँ बीच के अंदर एडिशन है या सब्ट्रैक्शन है इस टाइप का है तो उसका क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन इस तरह किया जाएगा जिस तरह मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया, ठीक है। लेकिन अगर इस तरह की क्या है वन टर्म ऑन द LHS एंड वन टर्म ऑन द RHS, you can either change the side of the denominator or numerator. Means अगर denominator की side change करना है तो वो दूसरी तरफ numerator में multiply होगा. That is x is equal to 9 multiplied by 6 upon 20. ये 6 कहाँ multiply होगा? 9 के साथ multiply होगा. Okay, so therefore x is equal to. Now you can simplify these both of them. It is very easy. If any of the number in the numerator and the denominator both are coming in the same table of the same number, that means what कि ये दोनों ही किसी के मल्टीपल है तो हम उसको कैंसिल आउट कर सकते हैं। इस तरह 2 के टेबल में 6 भी आता है और 2 के टेबल में 20 भी आता है। ओके, सो यू कैन कैंसिल आउट दैट 2 3s are 6 and 2 10s are 20. So what will be the answer? 9 multiplied by 3 upon 10, and that is equal to 9 3s are, that is how much? 27 upon 10. So therefore the value of x is equal to 27 upon 10. Or you can write the value of x in terms of the decimal also, that is 2.7, but the answer is therefore x is equal to 27 upon 10. Okay, so this is the basic method in order to simplify any of the given linear equation in one variable in order to find the value of the variable. Understand or not? Okay. Now we will proceed to our next question. And listen here, please all of you. While watching the video, try to copy the solution of the exercise. Okay. In your CW. Now the second question. Okay. Second question is x n upon 2 minus 3n upon 4 plus 5n upon 6 is equal to 21. Now it is very easy. Okay, here we don't have to do the transpose. Why? Because all the variable term is on the one side, that is on the LHS, and the known term is on the RHS. Just say n, 3n and 5n. Understand? Okay. Now here three terms are there. Okay. Now in order to do the cross multiplication, so it will a little bit complicated. So here the easiest way is to find the LCM. Okay, and how you can find the LCM? The method of the finding the LCM of you know about. Okay, it's the same method. Okay, write the number, the denominator, that is 2, 4 and 6. Now proceeding further, it is divisible by 2, so 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. Same method, divisible by 2, so 1 will remain as it is, 2 1s are 2 and 8. Okay, now proceeding further, the last term that is 3, so 3 1 1 1. Okay, now in order to find the LCM, we have to do the multiplication of all these three numbers. So LCM is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. 3s are 12. So here 12 is the LCM. Okay. Now in order here we already find the LCM. Okay. Now how we can use the LCM here? Okay. So आपको यहाँ सिर्फ यही करना है कि कौन से नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करता है डिनोमिनेटर में कि हमारा आंसर 12 आता है, वही नंबर से हमें डिनोमिनेटर में और न्यूमरेटर में मल्टीप्लिकेशन करना है. We have to just only do this thing. Okay. So here just here. So therefore n upon. Okay. अब देखो ये मेरा क्या है 12 LCM है. ठीक है. अब 2 के टेबल में 12 कब आता है? So 2 6 are 12. So you have to do the multiplication with 6. So 2 6 are 12. अगर नीचे मल्टीप्लाई किया so you must have to multiply in the numerator also. Okay. Now next step minus 3n upon 4. Now देखो 4 के टेबल में 12 कब आता है? So 4 3s are 12. So multiply with 3 and multiply with 3 in the denominator and the numerator both. Plus 5n upon 6. देखो 6 के टेबल में 12 कब आता है? So 6 2s are 12. So 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator both you have to multiply. That is equal to 21. It will remain as it is. Now you have to just simplify. So n multiplied by 6. If any number will multiply with the variable, so it will remain 6n. So therefore 6n upon 2 6 are 12. Okay. Minus. Now just see 3n multiplied by 3. As I told you that अगर वेरिएबल टर्म है और कोई नंबर उसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है तो हमें सिर्फ कोएफिशिएंट को और वो नंबर को मल्टीप्लाई करना है. 3 3s are 9. So it remains 9n upon 12. Why? Because 4 3s are 12. Okay. Plus same 5 2s are 10n upon 12. That is equal to 21. Okay. अब देखो यहाँ पर तीनों तीन टर्म के न्यूमेरिकल है, असल डिनोमिनेटर है 12 12 12. So therefore 12 एक ही बार आएगा तीनों तीन में 12 है. Okay. So what is numerator? It is 6n minus 9n plus 10n and that is equal to how much? 21. Okay. So therefore, okay, now you have to simplify. मैंने आपको बोला था एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन और वेरिएबल टर्म का आपको सिर्फ उसके कोएफिशिएंट से ही लेना रहता है. तो हम यहाँ कोएफिशिएंट को सिंपलीफाई करते हैं. तो 6 minus 9, so that is how much? minus 3 plus 10. Okay, 6 minus 9 plus या तो फिर हम प्लस जो पॉजिटिव टर्म उसको ऐड कर देते हैं. So 6 plus 10, so that is how much total? 16 minus 9 और n वाली टर्म में n साथ में रखते हैं. डिवाइड बाय 12 इज इक्वल टू 21. पता चला 16 किस तरह से है? 6 पॉजिटिव टर्म 10 पॉजिटिव टर्म दोनों को ऐड किया है 16 आ गया और n वाली टर्म में n को बाहर ले लिया. So therefore now 16 minus 9. So what is the answer? That is 7. 7n upon 12 is equal to how much? 20. Okay. Now the next step. Okay, changing of the side. मुझे सिर्फ वन साइड अकेला न्यूमेरिकल से अकेला वेरिएबल चाहिए. सिर्फ मुझे वन साइड क्या चाहिए? अकेला वेरिएबल दैट इज n. तो मैं क्या करूंगा? जो भी टर्म उसके साथ है उसको दूसरी साइड ले जाऊंगा. मींस दूसरी साइड आई हैव टू डू द मल्टीप्लिकेशन दैट इज क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन. सो जो डिनोमिनेटर में होगा वो जाएगा न्यूमरेटर में और न्यूमरेटर में जो होगा वो जाएगा डिनोमिनेटर में. सो इट therefore n is equal to 21 multiplied by 12 divided by 7. देखो 7 यहाँ न्यूमरेटर में था वो चला गया डिनोमिनेटर में और 12 डिनोमिनेटर में था वो चला गया. Okay, now just see here in the table of 7 it is how much? 21. So 7 3s are 21. 7 3s are 21. So therefore n is equal to 3 multiplied by 12. Okay, therefore n is equal to 3 multiplied by 12. So therefore n is equals to 12 3s are, that is how much? 30. So this is the value of the variable n while solving this equation or this equation. ये इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करने के बाद हमें जो वेरिएबल की वैल्यू मिली है दैट इज इक्वल टू n is equals to 36. Now we will proceed further to our next question, that is the third question. These objective will be in a sequence given exercise which I am solving on the board. The third exercise, the third question, it is x plus 7 minus 8x upon 3 is equals to 17 upon 6 minus 5x upon 2. So भाई मेथड तो सेम ही है, हमें क्या करना है? We have to collect all the variable term on the one side of the equation and the known term on the other side. So देखो यहाँ first term that is x, it is a variable term. 7 that is the known. Here minus 8x upon 3 it is also a variable term and here it is 17. So just see, सिर्फ यहाँ जो variable term उसकी साइड चेंज करनी है और जो यहाँ known term उसकी साइड चेंज करनी है. Okay, so same method transpose. Okay, which term I will transpose? That is minus 5x upon 2 from RHS to LHS. And the next step, that is the transpose the known term. So transpose 7 from LHS to RHS. Okay, दोनों ही term directly transpose कर देते हैं. So therefore x minus 8x upon 3. Okay, now the first one, that is minus 5x upon 2 को transpose करना है, तो ये minus है, इस तरह आएगा क्या हो जाएगा plus 5x upon 2 is equals to 17 upon 6. और कौन सी टर्म को ट्रांसपोज कर रहे हैं? नोन टर्म को, that is 7. So it will become minus 7. Okay, now the thing is remains the same. Okay, the three terms are there. You can use the method of the LCM of LCM की यूज कर सकते हो, लेकिन ये दोनों ही नंबर कौन से है? प्राइम नंबर है. सो अगर प्राइम नंबर है तो बेटर टू डू द क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन. ओके, अदरवाइज आई विल डू द सेम मेथड, बेटर मेथड ऑफ द LCM. सो इट विल बी इजियर फॉर यू. Sorry. Yes, if both of them are prime number, okay, if both of them are a prime number, so directly find the LCM. So LCM is equal to the multiplication of 2 multiplied by 3, that is equal to how much? 6. So here LCM is which one? That is the 6. Okay, now 6 is the LCM. अब मैं क्या करूँगा, जो पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में किया था बस वही करने वाला हूँ कि इसके टेबल में 6 कब आता है, इसके टेबल में 6 कब आता है, इसके टेबल में. अब यहाँ तो कुछ है नहीं, तो दैट मींस हाउ मच? नीचे कुछ नहीं है, दैट मींस नथिंग. अगर डिनोमिनेटर में कोई वैल्यू नहीं दी गई है, सिर्फ अकेला नंबर दिया गया है, मींस इट इज डिवाइडेड बाय 1. ओके, सो द x अपॉन, नाउ 1 के टेबल में 6 कब आता है? सो 1 6 6 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 6 बोथ इन न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर माइनस 8x upon 3. 3 के टेबल में 2 and plus 5x upon 2. 2 के टेबल में 3 and that is equal to. Now on the RHS side, here it is 6. So it is easier for you to do the cross multiplication. So therefore 17 minus 7 multiplied by 6 upon 6. Okay, 6 को 4 को मल्टीप्लाई किया हुआ है, 7 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई होगा, 7 6 ओके, सो इट becomes 7 multiplied by 6. Now proceeding further, x multiplied by 6, so it remains therefore 6x upon 6 माइनस फिर से देखो यहाँ पर एक कोएफिशिएंट है उसको 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे सो 8 2 जा 16x upon 6 प्लस 5 3 जा 15x upon 6 is equals to 70 minus 7 6 जा that is how much 40 upon 6. Okay, now 6 6 6 therefore divide by 6. So 6x minus 16x plus 15x is equals to now 17 minus 40. So 17 minus 42 that is how much 25. 25 sorry minus 25 upon 6. Why? Because minus 42 that is the greater term. So 17 minus 42 that is how much minus 25 6. Okay, so therefore now just see here on the LHS it is 6 in the denominator and on the RHS it is 6 in the denominator, so you can cancel both in this if the same number are there, or even if there is a multiple of the any of the number. Okay, so you can cancel out in this way. So therefore now 6 and 15 both are the positive term. 6 plus 15 that is how much 21 minus 16x. So no denominator here is that is equal to minus 25. Okay, so therefore now 21 minus 16 that is equal to how much 5. X is equal to minus 25. Now as I told you, if you are taking the side of the coefficient of the variable on the from LHS to RHS, it will go in the denominator. If it is a coefficient and if you are changing the side of the coefficient from LHS to RHS, it will go in the denominator. So therefore x is equal to minus 25 divided by now 5 is 25. So therefore the value of x is equal to how much minus minus वो साथ में ही रहेगी, so it is equal to how much minus 1. So this is the solution of the third question, that is the value of the variable x that is equal to minus 5. देखो यहाँ ये एक्सरसाइज के अंदर सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है, आपको ट्रांसपोज करना है. ट्रांसपोज करने के बाद जो भी वेरिएबल टर्म आती है नोन टर्म आती है उसमें आपको एलसीएम की मेथड से या क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन की मेथड से उसको सिंपलीफाई करना है. दैट्स बस यही एक स्टेप और यही एक मेथड है जिससे आप इजीली कर सकते हो. अंडरस्टैंड और यस. सो the 4, 5 and 6. The question number 4, question number 5 and question number 6. Yes, that will be in your homework. The 4th question, the 5th question and the 6th question. Please all of you understand it. It is very easier. Okay, you have to only do the transpose as well as you have to do the cross multiplication in order to simplify the given question. Okay. So thank you students. We will proceed to our next question, that is from 7 to 10. Okay, 7 to 10 के अंदर भी कुछ क्वेश्चन मैं आपको करवाऊंगा, कुछ क्वेश्चन आपको होमवर्क दिए जाएंगे. So it is full of the exercise is very easy. Okay, so please do your best at home. Okay, and please complete your even work. Okay, and thank you students.